Hello, all dear cutie pies. I know you have already started preparing for KCET 2027, and in this video, we are going to learn best strategies to follow to get highest score in chemistry in KCET 2027. Okay, let's start. The first, what are the things which we are going to get from this? Key takeaways from this video is we'll come to know why chemistry can boost your KCET marks. Why only chemistry? And the second thing is syllabus breakdown. How the marks will vary in the syllabus. And the third thing is reference books, which is very important one. Which books you have to refer and which notes you have to refer, that we are going to discuss in today's video. And month by month strategy. See, if you start planning today itself, then it will become very easy for you at the end. So we are going to learn how to plan your months according to the syllabus. And smart study analysis. In chemistry we have different parts: organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and physical chemistry. So how to spend or how to give time for all these parts, that we are going to learn. And the final thing is how to master any chapter very quickly. See, some chapters take time and you have to revise them also. So many chapters will be there, PU1 syllabus will be there, PU2 syllabus will be there. You have to cover almost all these topics. So what we are going to study is how to study quickly. We are going to learn how to make quick notes of all the chapters. So these are the key point takeaways from this video. So let's start. Why chemistry can boost your KCET? See, chemistry is very easy subject. Most of the questions will directly come from NCERT textbook. Direct questions will come from exceptions, reactions, like that. So it's very easy to score 50 plus marks in chemistry. Remember, our target is not 50 plus, our target is 60 out of 60. What I'm telling you is you have to score more. It's easy to score more than 50 plus in chemistry. That's because of direct questions which you'll get here. And calculations will be very less. I know most of you are scared with maths. More calculations will be there, so you'll get scared by seeing all those calculations. But in chemistry, only in physical chemistry you have problems, that is calculations. So only small part will include calculation. Less calculation will be there, which aids your marks. And next thing is, or because of all these reasons, your marks will vary, your rank will vary significantly. And let's go to syllabus now. We have PU1 as well as PU2, first PUC as well as second PUC. 80% of KCET syllabus will be of, or questions will be of PU2, that is second PUC, and 20% will be from first PUC. And one important thing is, see, you will see PU1 syllabus very less, but that less 20% boost your marks. It will vary your rank in thousands. So don't neglect first PUC chapters. You should be very thorough in main chemical bonding and molecular structure, and GOC, organic chemistry, some basic principles and techniques. Chemical bonding and molecular structure, from this chapter most of the questions will come in from PU1 syllabus. And GOC is very basic for you, because you can see in PU2 syllabus haloalkanes and haloarenes, alcohol, phenols and ethers, aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid, amine, that is compounds containing nitrogen, and biomolecules. We have 5 organic chemistry chapter. If you don't know the basic, if you don't learn the basic properly, then you have to by heart all these chapters, reaction which comes in all these chapters. So it becomes very difficult. Then you will feel chemistry as difficult subject. But if you know the basic, no need to buy heart. You can easily understand the reaction mechanisms. So once you understand the reaction, no need to buy heart anything. You can write the reaction by your own. Remember this. So concentrate mainly on GOC and chemical bonding and molecular structure from PU1, and don't neglect this 20%. You have to concentrate on PU2 syllabus, along with that revise PU1 syllabus also. That's also very important thing. Now, if you consider study materials, what you have to take, which book you have to refer. For us right now, NCERT textbook, chemistry textbook is like Bible. First, learn line by line. Underline all important points. Don't go on referring different publications books. Study NCERT properly, and once it's over, start solving questions from NCERT exemplar problems. And take last 10 to 15 years question paper. Daily solve 5 questions or 10 questions like that from PYQs, previous year appeared questions. You have to solve all the questions from that. Okay, and you have to make your own short notes. It's very important. Short notes should be of your own. You will start studying, along with that start making notes. We can provide you toppers notes, that's not the issue, but the thing is that that notes is of topper, you will not understand it, but the handwriting may be like very beautiful also. For seeing it looks very simple, but the thing is that if you make your own notes, it's very helpful for you. You will understand all the things in a better way. So make your own notes, short notes. Make that, use that one as resource, reference thing. And last but very important is you have to refer Diksha Karnataka channel in YouTube. Here teachers will be there, best teachers will be there to guide you. Your all questions, doubts will be solved, and all topics will be covered very thoroughly. Okay, so next is study plan. Now we know the syllabus, reference books, how to plan our study. First, let's see overall plan, then let's go to month-wise planning, proper planning. First, take from June to, you can take September. June to September, cover all the topics, all the chapters. Cover all the chapters from June to September. Then once it's over, start solving your NCERT exemplar problems. NCERT exemplar and exercise, and you have to make a note where you are making mistake and where you are feeling difficulties, in which area the top you couldn't solve the question. All those things you have to make a note. And from November, start taking topic wise mock test, like one chapter, take a mock test from that chapter, or take any topic. If the topic is bigger one, then take that topic and take mock test based on that. First you have to practice topic wise mock test. Once the topic wise mock test is done, then go for full length revision and full length mock tests. Once topic wise mock test is over, just revise all the concept once in December time, then start taking full length mock test. See, in February and March you have to take board exam also, so along with that you should continue studying for board exam, because 50% marks will come from second PU board exam, so you should not neglect that board exam marks. So concentrate both on board exam as well as full length mock test in December, January, February. Once it's over, Once your board exams are over, then it's completely March and April is completely for your full length mock test. Practice daily, practice hundreds of questions, revise. Anyway, you will be having short notes now. Revise all the key points from short notes. Daily take mock tests. It's not like you have taken the mock test and it's done. Once you take the mock test, analyze the result. It's very, very important. Once you analyze the result, you will understand in which areas you are making mistakes and study that points. Make sure you are perfect with all those topics. Then go to take another mock test. Okay, I hope this one is clear overall view. Now let's go to month wise planning. In June, complete solution chapter. We left with only few days in June, and complete solution, that's first chapter in second PUC. In July, take electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, D and F block, and coordination compounds. Electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, both of these two. That too, electrochemistry takes certain time and you will get problems also in electrochemistry and chemical kinetics. From these three chapters, solution, electrochemistry and chemical kinetics, you will get problems. So what you have to do is make a list of all the formulas present and don't just by heart the formula. Anyway, you will be solving the questions. While solving questions, ask yourself why I am using this formula, like that. Then if any new question come, you can solve them very easily. Okay, then D and F block element, direct questions will come from D and F block elements, and mainly concentrate on exceptions in chemistry. In periodic tables or D and F block elements, you have to concentrate mainly on exceptional part. Then comes coordination compounds, and in August, take all organic chemistry chapter. Haloalkanes, haloarenes, alcohols, phenols and ethers, aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acids, amines and biomolecules. Amines and biomolecules will not take much time. These three, haloalkanes, haloarenes, alcohol, phenols and ethers, and aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid. These three chapters may take 4 to 5 days in the beginning, but once you learn, it's very easy. Then in September, come for revision and preparation for your midterm examination. Midterm examination is also important. See, here you have prepared for all these chapters. If you prepare for KCET, along with that, you can take your board exams also, midterm also. Remember that. So when you are studying, study thoroughly. Next is October. In October, you will be having midterm, and along with that, start revising PU1 also. I told you 20% of questions in KCET will come from PU1. So start revising PU1. And a revision of PU2 should be there always. November, again revision, solve PYQs. How many? Minimum 15 years paper should be there. Take the papers, download it, and start solving the question. Whichever topic you are feeling difficult, again learn that topic and take the test. Do like that. And in December is completely for mock test. Take mock test, revisions and mock test should be there. For PU2, you can take PU1 questions also for mock test. And in January, I know you have to concentrate on board exams, so along with this mock test, you have to take board exams also. Mock test, 60% of PU2 should be there for KCET, and other 40% learn for pre-board. So you have to manage your time there. Then in February, you will have pre-board examinations, as well as along with pre-board. Don't neglect to take mock test. Mock test should be continuous. That helps for your improvement. Then March and April, focus on PU2. Once board exam completes, then you have to start focusing only on KCET. How will you Focus on KCET by taking daily mock test. Once the test is done, analyze the result, make a note where you are making mistake, because that mistake will help you to improve. Okay, so how to study chemistry? We have different parts in chemistry. First, let us start with inorganic chemistry. We know NCERT, that's very important thing. Read line by line in NCERT and underline the important lines. Underline the important trends in inorganic chemistry. We mainly study about periodic table, so underline the trends, and exceptions should be learned. Okay, concentrate more on exceptions. This is the area where you will get most of the questions. And mark the question unable to solve. That's difficult areas. In this area, I am feeling difficulty. So mark that area so that you can revise that one again and again. You can learn that again and again, and prepare list of trends and exceptions. So make a short notes of all the trends and exceptions. Next, come to physical chemistry. Here you will get more problems in physical chemistry. That's why you have to maintain formula notebook, and wherever it is applicable, if you can find new problems where you need to apply different types of formulas, make a list of all those things. So in text and exercise questions are where solve the questions from an exemplar, also NCERT exemplar problems also, and mark the question unable to solve. Why we are repeating this again? Once you mark the question which you are unable to solve, you can concentrate more on that topic. Okay, so you have to make a separate notebook for that one. Next, come to organic chemistry. Here also NCERT, read from NCERT very thoroughly, line by line, all the reactions, and read and underline important reagents. Different reagents will come in the reaction, catalyst will come, conditions will come, highlight all those things. And next, in text and exercise questions, because in text and exercise contains application level questions. In exercise you will be having application type of questions, so read all the question, learn the questions and answers, try to solve all the answer questions from NCERT exemplar as well as your exercise and in text. Okay, next, make a flow chart for, that's mind map. Okay, make a mind map for each chapter. For example, if you have taken alcohols, phenols and ethers, alcohols, methods of preparation, its physical properties, chemical properties and uses, everything should be there in one page. So make a flow chart of all the chapters. It's very important, which helps you to revise very quickly. And make a separate notebook for named reactions and reagents. Here you will come across many reactions, hundreds of named reactions. Make a list of all those named reactions in a separate notebook. This is how you can plan for studying chemistry. And how to complete chapter very quickly. We know NCERT, we have already studied. Read NCERT textbook, make a short notes, prepare your own short notes while reading. Take a pen and paper, start writing, making your own notes. And PYQs, daily you have to solve minimum 30 PYQs. In the beginning you may feel difficult because your syllabus will not be covered till like all the topics will not be covered, but still try to solve the questions. And then chapter wise test you have to take. Continuous chapter wise test should be that I have completed this chapter, I'll forget that. It is not like that. So continuous test you have to take and revise again and again. So this is how you can easily complete a single chapter. And we have started with Pariksha Veera batch, and KCET full length syllabus cover will be covered in this one. Here you will get many mock tests till your KCET exam. Okay, daily DPP will be there. You can solve the DPPs every day, and all these things will be delivered in Wave platform in Vedantu app. So this course is going to start from 6th July, and you can start enrolling your names. It's just for 3,499 rupees. For more information, visit Diksha Karnataka channel. I hope now you got clear idea about how to study chemistry. If you have any doubts in this one, please let me know in comment section. I'll answer your doubts.